Hello Sumit, you're welcome to another video tutorial. So in this video we'll be learning how to make this trendy shoulder slant top. If this is like what you want to know how to make, you can stick around. Let's get started. We'll be doing from the pattern making to the cutting and the sewing. Pay attention to the details on the sleeve also, because we'll be doing everything in the video. So to get started, I have this fabric I'm using is a mesh fabric, very stretchy on both sides, but one side is more stretchy than the other. So I will use the very stretchy part, okay? So I'm just going to keep it aside. So this is my normal basic bodice pattern. There is no dart, there is no allowance, just my measurement. So the neck opening is 3 inches. The full length of the top is 26 inches. You can see the slant in front that it went down a little bit, so I used 26 inches. So everything on this paper is my actual measurement. There is no minus, there is no addition of anything, okay? So I went ahead to cut it off, but I stopped at the chest line because we'll be needing the extra excess paper to create the part that we will have the slant on. So after cutting it, I'm just going to spread the paper open and I'm going to label it left and right. But the first thing I'm going to do is, this is the right side, this is the left side. This labeling is very important so that you don't make mistake. So on the left side, I'm going to come down by 1 inch for shoulder slant. We are creating another shoulder slant for the left side. And after the shoulder slant, I'm going to just roll a line so that the center front is very visible, so that you understand what we'll be doing, okay? So this is the center front, right? From the center front, I'm going to mark my actual shoulder measurement, which is 7.5 to the right hand side, right? Then I will mark 3 inches for the shoulder, for the neck width. Then I came down by 1 inch to create the shoulder slant. This is for the right side. Do you understand? Then I marked to my chest line measurement. So while remarking for the right hand side, you know other markings are still available for the left hand side. So I'm just going to take my bust measurement, I will put it there, then I'll mark my shoulder measurement on the chest line also. I'll connect a straight line to connect the armhole line. So I'm just connecting the armhole line here basically. So this is what I want you to take note of. From the beginning of the video, you can see that the neckline on me is very high. One reason is because instead of me to cut a facing entirely different from it, I made my facing cut together, which made it to not actually give me the curve. So my advice to you is that after cutting your pattern, go ahead and cut your facing separately and join it to the neckline. Then aside that also, on the center front, I came down by 1 inch. Then on this side, I'm going to mark 1 inch away from the 3 inches we mark as the neck width, right? That's, let's say, that's 4 inches in total for the neck width. I will connect it to the 1 inch on the center front, which is the neckline for the center front. Then on this other side, I'm going to mark 9 inches away from the center front. Okay, 9 inches, you know my actual shoulder is 7.5. So this is what I was telling you. You can increase yours to 10 or 11 inches, anyhow you want it. Because the bigger this place is, the bigger you extend this area, the more it will fall on your shoulder, the more it will fall. Do you understand me? So after connecting from the center front to the 9 inches I came out with, I marked from that 9 inches, I now marked 2 inches upward and forward. Then I now connect a new armhole line with my curve roller. So like I was saying, if you had, I use 9 inches to create the shoulder slope from the center front. If I had used 11 inches, I will now mark another 2 inches forward before creating the armhole curve. That way it will fall very well on my shoulder. Do you understand me? So if you want yours to fall very well, like you want it open very well, please extend yours, okay? So now I'm just going to cut my pattern following all the lines I have made. So you can see it like this, that it is very, very easy to make. We've gotten it already. The left hand side is the part that is falling on the shoulder. The right hand side is the part that is carrying the normal shoulder. Okay, the left hand side is the part with the slanted shoulder. So like I said, please, you can make yours deeper as much as you want it. Take it forward. So after cutting it out, this is what we have. Okay, so now we want to work on the left hand side. So this is what I did to get the lower part. First of all, I marked 4 inches upwards to create the slant on both sides. I marked 4 inches upwards. So I marked the same thing here. Then on the center front, I came in by 2 inches. From the center front, I came in to the right. I came in to the right by 2 inches. Then I connected from the 4 inches on the side to the 2 inches I came in with. Then I realized that it was too low, so I now increase it to 6 inches. Okay, so let's say you are coming up on the side, on both sides you're coming up by 6 inches, then you connect it to that part. So 6 inches on both sides. Okay, then after connecting the 6 inches, I realized that the slant was a little bit too at the center, so I shifted it by 1 inch. So I reconnected from the 6 inches. I reconnected by extra 1 inch, shifting still to the right. Okay, then I connected this one to the extra 1 inch I reconnected with also. So after that, I'm going to go ahead to cut. I will cut the both sides away so that we can go ahead and cut on the fabric. But we are going to first of all cut the back, because we cannot the front is going to carry slash and spread. So we'll first of all cut on the back. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask. Okay, so this is what we have. You can see it, right? The pattern is ready. So here I've gone ahead to cut on the back. Now the extra, I folded that slanted part. You can see that I folded it. Now this is how I cut. So you can see that I placed the pattern. See, this is the right side of the fabric that I placed the pattern like this to cover. I didn't cut on the wrong side for the back pattern, so that I do not make any mistake. Please take note of that. So this is the facing. This is what I was saying. Instead of me to cut the facing separately, I went ahead to cut the facing together, because I was like, if I cut the facing separately and I join it, because the fabric is very, very light, I feel like the facing will not stay on the inside. So that's why I cut the facing together, so that everything is together. Okay, so now the back is ready. Okay, now I've shown us how I cut the facing. So the next thing now, I will just close that part. So this is the front. We want to cut the front now. I have to open it up. I have to open this folded part on, because you see that the back is not carrying any slant. So the front is carrying the front slant. So now I'm folding it. I'm folding the edge of the fabric so that I will cut my facing together also for the front. So the facing is measuring 2 inches wide. After folding it, I'm going to place my paper. Don't forget, this is the right side of the fabric on the table. Now see how I am placing the paper. When I cut the back, this part of the paper where the markings and the chalks are, it was facing the right side of the paper. Like I turned it upside down to cut on the back. But now I'm placing it like this to cut on the front. So what I did on the side, I marked 2 inches apart. Then on this side, from the first line, I marked 1 inch apart. Then I started marking 2 inches apart. This is to the right side. To the right side, I first of all mark 1 inch. Then I started marking 2 inches. On the left side, I just marked 2 inches apart, because I want these curves I'm making to be slanted a bit. Okay, if you check what is on the thumbnail, slanted is not just straight. Do you understand? So that's what I did here. And after that, I went ahead to mark the middle of the center front. I went ahead to mark the center front. I know you're not seeing it. My camera is not capturing it, but I could see. So you have to get the center to serve as a guide, because when you're slanting your paper, you will be placing them back. You know the center of the paper already has a crease. So is that crease now you will be following, okay? So after cutting the first part, I marked 2 inches apart and I pinned again, following the center. Then I will pin the middle, pin both sides. Then I will cut again. I will cut the next one. I will mark 2 inches forward. I will place it. I will pin. I will cut again. Mark 2 inches forward to separate it. Just like that. So please know the placement of the pattern on the fabric, so that, because you know you're not cutting both front and back together, if not you will make mistake and you waste your fabric. So you see the way I explained it, just follow it that way so you don't make any mistake, okay? So you can see how I'm doing it. So I brought the back pattern to see if I'm on the right track. So now this is the wrong side of the back. So when you place it now, you see that the right side of the back and the right side of the front, they are facing each other. This is how you will know that you are doing the right thing. If not, you waste your fabric. So I now use the slanted part I made for the facing for the back. I use it to mark for the front so that there will be no mistake. So after making sure of those things and that I am cutting on the right side of the fabric, I continued slashing and spreading. So the slash and spread I'm making, they are just 2 inches apart. Okay, 2 inches, all of them are 2 inches apart. So after I'm done slashing everything, I'm just going to go ahead and cut it all out. So you can see how easy it is at this point. It is very simple to make. Okay, so if you are a beginner, I will say you should cut your facing differently, following the neckline curve that we made. Now cutting the facing together, the neckline curve did not follow. The neckline curve did not show. That's why you see that mine was very high on the neckline on my body. So I've gone ahead to cut on the fabric at this point, right? So now this is the main work. I'm just going to remove all the pins. I'm going to remove all the pins. Now you can see the neckline. You can see the neckline area like so. So on this part, I'm going to like bring in the back pattern again so that I can use it to cut. I can use it to cut. But when you are placing it to cut, make sure that the right side of the back is facing the right side of the front, so that you don't make so that the shoulders will align when you are joining it together. So here I'm just cutting the shoulder slope here. You can see that I've arranged for the right, I've arranged for the left. So you can see me cutting on the left hand side. I will go ahead and cut it. So I'm just following the shoulder slant. It's only the part that has shoulder slants that we're cutting on. The remaining side that does not have shoulder slants, we are not touching that part. So that by the time you join this part, it will just fall in. So after cutting it this way, I realized that the fabric was too light and too transparent. Okay, so I went ahead to remove all the pins. Then I pull out the fabric. I pull out the paper from the fabric. Then I now went to use both the front and the back fabric to cut on a lycra lining. Okay, the lycra lining was also very light and very stretchy. I just use it to cut on it so that it will give my fabric a little weight. So here I've gone ahead to cut on the lycra lining, and I've gone ahead to join the lycra lining to the main fabric. Like, it's just to place the fabric on top of it and sew it round. That's just what I did. Okay, So now, how are we going to join them together? We are going to place both the front and back pattern on top each other, right side facing right side. Now that we have lining on them, we can now differentiate which side is right and which side is the wrong side. So you place it like this on each other. And after placing it, how do you join it? You are going to follow it like this. Sew it like so. I'll do that and come back. So here I've gone ahead to sew. You can see I've joined that part. So when you open it up, this is what you get. So let's spread it open so that we'll see what we've done. So here, this is what we have. I'm going to pin it at the shoulder. I'm going to pin it down at the shoulder. You can see our neckline. It's already open, but it is not big enough. If you really want your own to fall very well, you open your own more, like I explained earlier. So I'll go ahead and pin it down so that it is easy for me to work on, because you know that the front pattern is very long because of the slash and spread. And what we've done now, we've only just joined the shoulder by closing the slant at the fabric and the facing. So now that we've done this, can you see what we have? We are going to push the back. You can see the opening, right? It's very pretty. It's already looking nice. So we are going to like push the back aside a little bit so we can work on the front. So you can see how long the front is from the shoulder to the armhole. So we're going to draw gathers from the armhole to the shoulder. Okay, so it is really as simple as this. Please, if you are just coming across my channel for the first time, please and please subscribe. Please subscribe, comment, like and share for others to see this video. Thank you very much. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. There is no comment fashion on YouTube without you. I'm really grateful. And please don't forget to drop a review for me. What do you think about the video? Was it helpful? Just drop a review for me. Thank you very much. So I'm just going to draw the gathers to the center of the shoulder. Then after drawing the gathers, another thing I'm going to do now, the gathers, it has to, when you draw the gathers, you make sure that the armhole is measuring, it is having the same measurement with the back armhole. So I'm going to flip it on the back side. This is the front. You can see how I'm arranging it, right? You have to arrange it. So I went ahead to flip it on the back side to see if the armhole is aligning. Can you see what we have? So by the time you draw gathers of the armhole, you can now see that it is equal on the side, like the top, the front and back, they are not equal. Okay, so when I know that the armholes are equal, I'll go ahead and tie the thread for the gathers. I'll repeat the same thing for the other side and come back. So here I've gone ahead to draw gathers on both sides of the armhole. So what am I going to do? I'm going to join the side of the shirt, the both sides. I'm going to join it from the armhole to the lower part and come back. So here I've gone ahead to join. It. Okay, and this is what we have. I'm going to flip it to the right side. So can you see what we have? You can see what we have here. You can see that all the gathers, like all the drape in front, all the gathers, they are already there. They are already showing. It's already giving what it is supposed to give at this point. And the neckline also. So now we're going to cut the sleeve. I just folded this part. Then I'm going to place my basic sleeve pattern. I have an updated sleeve pattern drafting, pattern making on my channel. Very simple. Please go and see it so that you understand this part. So I'll place my basic sleeve pattern on it. I'm just holding it down with ruler because of my fan. Then from the full length of the sleeve, I came up by 1 inch. And I marked with my chalk. My full length is 24 inches, so I marked on 23 inches at this point. Then I'm going to mark the full length of the sleeve will be 26, because if you see it on my body at the beginning of the video, you can see that the sleeve is long, and from the tube nail you can see that the sleeve is longer than the usual sleeve. So I'm just going to mark 26 inches across. Then from that 1 inch I'm going to cut it. After marking the 26 inches, I'm going to cut it out like so. Then from that 1 inch I came up with, I'm going to make a slant. So at this point, if you want your slant, if you want the lower part of your sleeve to be bigger than what you saw on my hand, you can make your slant bigger than what I did here also. So I'm just going to cut it off. No, take note also, the same way we did not add any seam allowance, sewing allowance to the bodice of the top, the same way we are not adding any seam allowance or sewing allowance to the sleeve, because the fabric is extremely stretchy. Even if you minus 1 inch or 2 inch or more from this fabric to sew, it will still size you. So now this is what we have. On that part where I create the curve, I'm going to notch it. I'm going to notch that part. Then I'm going to join the sleeve. From the notch area to the upper part, I'll join it together and come back. So here now, I've gone ahead to join the sleeve at this point. So I've gone ahead to join it and I stopped at the notched part. So one thing is that after joining the sleeve, I placed it on my arm, and it was not fitted at all. So I went ahead to cut. I went ahead to cut like 2 inches away from it, but I did not touch the armhole area. I just cut away from the bodies of the sleeve, so that, because you know it's meant to be tight. So if you're working with a very stretchy fabric like mine, you just do it until it is fitted on your body. That's just all. So we're going to be attaching the sleeve to the top here. So I'm placing the sleeve inside the top. Then the armhole of the top is coming with the armhole of the sleeve. Then I'm going to notch the mid part of the sleeve, the middle part of the sleeve. I'm going to notch it so that I will know the center of the sleeve, because the center of the sleeve should come to the center of the shoulder. Okay, so after notching it, I'm going to go ahead and pin. I'm going to, we've pinned the armhole area, right? So this part I'm notching now is the next part I'm going to pin to the of center of the shoulder of the top. So I'll go ahead and pin it like so. Then after pinning, you can decide to pin the whole sleeve around the armhole of the top. You can decide to do that, but I'll just pin it this way. Then I'll go ahead to the machine as so, because the armhole of the shoulder of this thing is stretchy. The sleeve and the fabric is stretchy. I can easily drag it. So I've joined the two sleeves, and this brings us to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Bye.